Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. We are on the 1st of May 2022, it's the birthday of Leonardo Bonucci, it's the birthday of my father. Today was also the first time ever that Fabio Miretti started in the first league with Juventus. And today is also an important day because yes, Juventus mathematically qualified for next Champions League 22-23. Yes. Yes, we did it, my friends. Yes, we did it. And now that we did it, now that the main objective has been reached, we can be really, really harsh on Juventus. Now we can start speaking about what we have to do better. Because I saw some messages already before logging in. Some people that were saying, Beppe, you're already preparing the wig. You're already preparing the dance. You're already preparing a party to celebrate the top four. Guys, know one thing that is that I am not celebrating the top four. I am relieved. I am happy. There is a lot of stress that is gone from my shoulders, but I'm not happy theoretically about the top four. I can understand because you can't always win. When you are rebuilding, it's not because you were doing great. When you are rebuilding, it means that you were doing bad. And in these moments, it's important to stick together with one big objective, going back where Juventus deserve as soon as possible. How fast is as soon as possible? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 season? Is it 2 seasons? Is it 3, 4, 5 seasons? I don't know. Nobody knows, but as soon as possible. Not jumping from the ship. A sinking ship, you don't jump. I think about Titanic, the movie that you probably all saw. At the end, you had these 3 or 4 musicians, when the boat, the big boat, that was impossible to sink, when it was really sinking, they remained on the boat. They are probably passed away, but they stayed because they loved the dream of the beautiful Titanic, and they wanted to give some hope to the people that were there. They knew that it was not going well. As I knew that this season was not a beautiful one. We knew it after the 2-2 versus Udinese, after the 1-0 loss in our home versus Empoli. We knew it. But I stayed here with a big smile, trying to motivate you, trying to give you some hope that things would go better. Guys, today I am not celebrating a top 4, absolutely not. But I'm happy. Happy that we reached it, not as last season. Do you remember? We had to wait not even our goals, but the goal of Faraoni from Verona versus Napoli to be qualified on the last day at the 70th minute. We had to wait after our triple whistle. We had to wait at the end of the game of Napoli to celebrate and to reach that top 4. This time we did it with 3 days. In anticipation, because of Allegri, because probably of the other teams that were not able to win, like Roma today was not able to win versus Bologna. I don't know. One thing is sure, my friends. There are a lot of problems in our teams, and we have to solve them, because if we don't solve the problems, we will have the same problem next year. But one thing is really important, is that we reach Champions League, because without the top 4, my friends, without the top 4, I don't know what would have happened. Of course we would come back, but when? When would Juventus come back? Would it be a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan? I don't know. Today we are speaking about big names. We are speaking about Anthony. We are speaking about Di Maria, about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, maybe Gravenberch. We were speaking about Rudiger. At a certain moment we were also speaking about Mohamed Salah. Forget about all these names if we were not in Champions League. I will tell you even more. Forget about an extension of contract of Matthijs de Ligt if we were not in the top 4. Forget about big investment in the Mercato if we were not in the top 4. Forget about a lot of millions if we were not in the top 4. Now we are. We are on the 1st of May. That means that we have all May. We have all July. We even have 2 weeks before the start of the season, before August, because we start on the 12th. And then the Mercato will probably end, I think, on the 31st of August. So that means that we have May, June, July, and August. 4 months. 4 months to solve what we didn't do this season. And that's what we will try to do together with Agnelli, because forget about him being replaced by Del Piero. We will do it with Cherubini. We will do it with Arrevabene. We will do it with Pavel Nedved. We will do it, you like it or not, with Massimiliano Allegri that started a really difficult project. He was aware of the project that was difficult, probably was even underestimating how difficult it was, but he was aware that it was difficult. We have given time and resources, but it starts now. Because I am a Juventus fan, and being a Juve fan means that I want to win. A season like we had this year, but even the season before with Andrea Pirlo, I don't want to leave it again. Or probably in 10 years, one more time, but not next season. Next season I want us to play better, because the show that we offer today versus the last in Serie A was not acceptable. It is acceptable one season. I can understand that we are going for the win, but not next season. That's what I wanted to say in the intros, 5 minutes of me only speaking, and now I will speak with all the people that are in the chat. Thank you to all the people that were there, like Home of Juve, the first one to chat today, saying, now we must win the cup against Merda to save our season and to try finish third or even second. I want to win versus Inter, absolutely. I really want to win, and that would be important to have at least one trophy, because we are coming from 10 years trophies in a row. We have to continue that beautiful tradition, especially versus Inter. I agree. But that Coppa Italia will not save the season. What saved the season was today, entering that top 4. Then the Coppa, super important, yes, but that will not save. Saving was today, my friends. Ciao, Anthony. Mercato will now be officially crazy. Absolutely, yes. And now we'll start to smile and to party. Today I will want to speak together with you what you guys has as a priority that we have to do better. What you think that we didn't do well. And I want honest talks, open talks, but respectful talks, my friend. Forget about Allegri out, because that will not happen. So try to think about something that we can do together with Allegri, with the staff, where we have to do better in terms of play, in terms of maybe players, what is possible, what is not possible. So that's what we will try to speak about today. Ciao Maric, ciao Matthew. And that is saying now we can speak properly about Raspadori, Di Maria, Anthony, Sergej Milinkovic, Savic. Absolutely. We don't have unlimited resources. That's true. That's what Agnelli said also the last day, and we knew about it, of course. Maric, how was the party, Beppe? I didn't party. I already said it. Thank you for the donation, my friend, for Matti Osh 6X, who's saying Grande Beppe. Thank you for your contact from Malta. Malta, that is in the top 10 countries that are watching the channel. So thank you for the Malta people. They are really, really great. I love them. Hey, USA first, if I'm not wrong, Canada second, or UK second, Canada third or second, it's between them. And then you have Italy fourth, India fifth, and then you have all the... I put it on Twitter. If you want to, we can go through a bit later. But thank you. And my content, guys, I tell you the truth, before going in all the other comments, it was a difficult year. It was a real difficult year, a stressful year, because you know me since 2 years and a half now. You know me nearly personally. And you know that I have always the philosophy of being positive, in believing fino alla fine, really believing and motivating the people. For the first time probably ever, I said, this year I am not sure that we will make top 4. I am not sure, because there are so many problems. We don't have it. When people were talking to me about going to win the Scudetto, mathematically it was possible. I said, we don't have the team. Let me please reach that top 4 as soon as possible. I was never in my life I would expect that we would do it 3 days in anticipation. I was not even thinking and dreaming that we could do it. We did it, and we have also to praise the people that did it, because we played shit, yes. Could we do better? Yes. But we did it. We did it with 3 days in anticipation, and it is vital and crucial for the near future of Juventus. The future of Juventus is always great and shiny and bright. The near future was not sure, my friends. Ciao, Thomas Macluf, and thank you for the donation, my friends. Thomas Macluf, the points gap with the first place is less than with the 5th place. It's true. Do we want to go through the ranking on OneFootball? We can do that all together. So let me change. I didn't open it yet, so I will do it now, my friends. Here we are, and I can go and I can open OneFootball, so that we can see the standings. By the way, for the people that maybe do not know, Inter won disgustingly again with a really strange penalty, a beautiful dive of Dzeko. That was him. And then we had, who else? Milan won, beautiful goal of Leao, 1-0. Roma did 1-1. So Serie A, and then I want to thank my big, great friend Aman in the chat. But first, let's go to the table. So the table are saying that Milan is first with 77 points, 75 for Inter. And then you have Napoli with 70 and Juventus 1 point under Napoli with 69, super important. Lazio 59, so there are 10 points different as said, and we have how many? We have 8 points different on Milan. If we want to win that Scudetto, that is mathematically possible. That means that Milan and Inter, they have to lose the next games. Milan can't win anymore. It's over. They can't win anymore, so that's over. If they win one time, the Scudetto is gone for Juve. What will happen, of course. And then Inter is there at 6 points from Juve. It could have changed a lot of things. Not for the Scudetto, because Milan was running alone in that case. But if that game with Dirati, if Juventus could have won that game, mamma mia, could have been totally different. It is what it is. Let's go and thank the people that are becoming member on the chat. Like our friend Aman. Thank you, Aman. Yeah, you know, something happened really strange, because you are becoming a new member, Aman, but on the same time, you also extended your renewal for 7 months. Check that you didn't do it 2 times. That would be really strange. But thank you for Aman. Grande Aman. A new YouTube member. That's beautiful to start with. Grande. You know that Aman is doing all the emotes and so on. We still have to think about that 15th. I don't know what it will be. But let's see. Thank you, Aman. Then we have Andrew Miretti to play versus Genoa or for under 23. I want him to play in Serie A again. That's another topic that I want to speak about. And I want to say hello also to Paul Enrico Costadimas, but also to Cliff, who are there. Miretti, what a game. We will come back on his individual performance that was amazing today. Of course, a great regista. Today he already showed more than Ramsey at Juventus. He showed probably more than Arthur at Juventus. Don't forget that we were playing versus Venezia. Don't forget that the most important thing now is the playoff that we have to play versus in Serie C to maybe dream about the second division for under 23. That would be not even planned, but amazing. So let them play with under 23. Pay attention, 1 games only, so they are in or out. Today they did 0-0, but because we were over the opponents in Serie C, that means that we are going through. Now we are playing another game on the 4th of May, so on Wednesday, trying to support the guys. If they continue to win, let him play with under 23. Of course, if they are not able, let them play with us, because we need them, and now is the time without pressure to do great things. Paul, bon compleanno per tu papa. Thank you. He was happy. I went to my father, was super happy. Of course, he was pissed off, and again, he said, give me the number of Allegri. I need to tell him 2 things. I said, no, I don't have the number of Allegri. He was in a big mood. He said, of course, Miretti, let him play. I want Miretti to play. Crazy. Cliff, left wing and center back need is a big upgrade, as well as an addition left back and right back, left wing. I know everyone wants SMS. I do too, but we need to address left wing first of all. But if you are looking, Cliff, and you are correct, the left side of our field is not okay. It's not a great thing, and that's also probably why we are always playing on the right side of the field. Even if Cuadrado is there or is not there, we are trying to go to that right side of the field. Paying attention to fix our left wing, that it's left back and left wing, whatever. We are missing also Federico Chiesa that was playing there. We will have a lot of work, guys. I will tell you a lot of things that we have to do, but I know that you are starting to mention them in the comments. People go and come, but Juve remains totally true. Totally correct. Give that. So, Ciao Giuseppe, would you give some of our youth team more playing time now that I just answered the question? Give, depending on the under 23 performances. If we continue to dream about these playoffs and go in Serie B, no. I will tell you something crazy. Don't repeat it. But for me, now that we are qualified in Champions League, I would ask the young guys like Vlahovic, that is 22, to go to play with the under 23. Let him play with the under 23. Let's secure that Serie B. That's what I would do. Vlahovic there. Who can we put more? Vlahovic, Matthijs de Ligt. Put Matthijs de Ligt and Vlahovic win the under 23. That's what I would do. I know I am crazy. But that's what I would do personally. Dennis, my friend. But let me first say hello to the ladies of our chat. Stephanie Velasquez. Ciao, Beppe. Ciao, Stephanie. Always there. Nice shirt, Beppe. Is it available? Yeah, it was available. I've sold them, and I still have some in US, but I stopped selling them because at a certain moment nobody was interested in them. So I stopped selling the t-shirts. But yeah, we sold them. So if you really want to, let me know. Contact me, and then we see. Dennis, thank you for the donation, my buddy. Dennis is saying, good day, Beppe and Juventini of the world. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now we can focus on enjoying the next 3 games and winning the final. But enjoying is a big word, and Dennis, because if we are playing like we played today, I don't know how much we can enjoy, to be honest. Because there were, how long could we enjoy today? 23 minutes. 23 minutes plus... hey, wait. There is a message. There is a nice one. A nice one from Giovanni Albanese that I want to read in a second. Wait, let us wait a second and then I will read it. But we enjoyed 23 minutes of the game on a game of 90 minutes. It's absolutely not enough versus Venezia that was losing 8 games in a row. It's the 9th game in a row that they lose in Serie A. So it's absolutely not enjoyable if we have to play like that versus Genoa, Lazio and Fiorentina. A lot to enjoy? Absolutely not. But it will be more relaxed. More relaxed because the main objective after a disaster start is reached. Guys, if you just joined the channel, know that I started at the beginning of the live with a monologue of 5-6 minutes saying that I will not celebrate the top 4 because we had to do it, but I am relieved because it could have gone really, really, really wrong. If we win the final, Beppe, with all things in mind, it would be a great season. Forza Juve. If we win the final, that means that we continue that streak of years in winning at least one trophy. Coppa Italia, for me, it has always been an important tournament. Of course, the less important one of the important trophies, but it's still a Coppa. It's still a final. And there are some guys like Locatelli that probably will not be there to play that game, but they need for their sacrifices, and the one that really deserved it, a Matthijs de Ligt. I want a Matthijs de Ligt to take that cup up. I want also that they go to the hospital. I know it's not anymore in the hospital, but whatever. I want them to show it to Caio Giorgi and to Federico Chiesa that were not able to play this season. I want Locatelli especially to have something, silverware, because he was never able to. So for these guys that sacrificed and gave everything for the team, I want them to win. I want also a Vlahovic to taste victory. What does that mean to have a trophy in hand? And for these guys, I agree that it's super important. For these guys, we have to do it. Except if we send them in Serie B, in Serie C to play the playoff. That's another story. Thank you for your donation, Dennis. Ale, oh. Ciao Katana! Ciao Beppe! Despite the weird start, I think that this season MVP is Szczesny. Saved us so many times, and after the shaky start, he has been our most reliable player. Danilo and De Ligt's close second thoughts. Well, when I made my top 3, the season was not over yet, but when I made my top 3, my friends, these are the 3 players that I've chosen. A bit less at the moment Danilo, but we know that Danilo should not even play. He's sacrificing himself for the team, but these were the 3, my top 3 of this season. Guys, not that we had so many choices. Not that we had so many choices this season. I will come back on the message of Giovanni Albanese, but first let me read a few comments. Beppe, I hope you are having a wonderful week weekend, my friend. Here it's about to end, but it was a great weekend, especially with the win of Juve and then qualifying. It's absolutely yes. I will be going to Juve Inter. Can't wait for lifting that cup. Rauf, I wish you the best there. Ciao Beppe, top 4 Champions League. Ciao Stavros. Ciao Paul, who's saying Miretti was exciting. And although it was only Venezia, what was Arthur excuse then? No, Arthur, the problem was that he was injured. Injured and probably, guys, Today we have to be honest. On the bench you start in a game that we have to win. We have to win, because if we don't win today, it's a disaster. A have to win game. We start with Dybala on the bench, with Alexander on the bench, with Arthur on the bench. I think that choices has been made by Juventus and by Allegri. The choices has been made, and guys, we are waiting for a season to be over to start, because a lot of men are not Juve caliber. A lot of men has to be changed. They have to be changed. They have to. It is what it is, my friends. Thank you, Roma, Lazio, but especially Atalanta for being bad. I don't think I would have been possible this year without Atalanta's help. Well, guys, some people will say the reverse. They will tell you, but Pepe, if we had Vlahovic from the beginning of the season, maybe we could have won that Scudetto. Other people will tell you, if we didn't have that many injuries. Now, guys, a season is 38 games. At the moment, Juventus is 4th. Possibly we can finish 3rd. We can't go 5th anymore. And it's because we deserve to be 4th or 3rd. Not better, not less. We had one difficulty, and it was that if you start in the way we started with 2 points on 12 available, then it means, my friends, that for the rest of the season you will have to pay attention to every single detail, because you will have the stress that Napoli and Milan didn't had in the beginning of the season, because they won, do you remember, 10 games on 10, both of the teams, and then they had the 11 game they did a draw, if I'm not wrong, for Napoli. So or they were playing against each other, I don't remember, but anyway, 10 games in a row winning. They had 30 points. They didn't have the stress. They had probably the stress of something new, to remain at the top, what is also really difficult, and we saw it through the season that it was not easy, not for Inter, not for Napoli, not for Milan. Juventus has a stress that any single game that you are possibly missing, you can be out of the top 4 definitely. And we played bad also because of that. We played bad because of that stress. And instead of playing better and going with Grinta, we didn't even do worse because the stress, and because probably some players were not used to play with that stress. We saw it also this season and also today. If you have a 74% pass accuracy, there is a problem. There is a problem. You are not playing free with your mind. You have some problems. Today I was watching Bologna, and I saw Bologna doing these beautiful combinations without stress. They are safe, they are not fighting for relegation zone, they are fighting for their coach that is in hospital, and they were free. And when you're free in your mind and you're doing great things, you can do even better. Udinese, after conceding the second goal, they started also to push and to believe, especially after that 2-1, they were believing in doing something beautiful and great. They couldn't because of Dzeko, but that's another story. Renan Lodi, 10 years in a row qualified for Champions League. Francesco, pay attention, because Napoli, they congratulated each other, and that's a big difference. If you want to see the standards of Napoli and Juventus, I will show you, and then we go to Giovanni Albanese. Look at that. Look at Napoli. Official Napoli is writing, we are the only Italian team to have qualified for European competitions 13 years running. We will be back in the Champions League next year with a trophy. I don't know what kind of trophy, why they are using a trophy, because it looks like they win it. Looks like they are thinking that they will win it. It is what it is. But they are happy. They are congratulating each other because they are in the European competition, not even a Champions League, European competition for the 13 years in a row. They are proud. They are put it in Italian. They are put it in English. And then you see Juventus, guys. What did Juventus tweet? Nothing. Juventus tweet nothing. The last tweet was 3 hours ago with Juve Venezia 3 punti. And that was the important things. 3 points. We don't care because Juventus will never congratulate and party because we reached the top four. Of course, we will say that we are happy about that. Of course, we are happy, and we will say it in press conference, of course. But look at the difference between a Napoli and a Juventus. A Napoli, with all the respect, it's not a professional team. It's not managed professionally. It's like the president, De Laurenti, is going with his plastic chair on the field and he's watching all day long, observing and putting pressure on Spalletti. Okay, they won 6-1 because Sassuolo, they decided that their last game of the season was versus Juve. But guys, look at the difference. There are levels in life. There are levels. Juventus that is there. We could have written, we are back in Champions League. Congratulations, we made top four. No. Nick, no, nothing. 0.0. And Napoli, they are happy. Let them celebrate. That's the difference between Juve and them. Let me read a bit of a comment of Giovanni Albanese, my friends. Can we go on Giovanni Albanese? Here we are. He said, and I will translate because it's in Italian. He said, 5 things that I saw with my eyes, but nobody will tell you from that 1st of May. So 5 things that Giovanni Albanese is writing on Gazzetta dello Sport. He's a friend of mine. He's a journalist. He's also working for Sport Italia, if I'm not wrong. Sport Mediaset, I don't know. He said, 5 things that I saw on the 1st of May that nobody will explain you. First, the maturity of Fabio Miretti that presented himself at the interviews after Juve and Venezia to explain to all of the people that he realized a dream. That he made a dream come true, a dream that he had since he was a kid. And this is only the beginning. This is something that nobody else will tell you. 2. L'abbraccio, che dire pieno di genio non rende totalmente l'idea, tra Miretti e Gianluca Pessotto. The hug that was full of joy between Miretti and Gianluca Pessotto. You know that Gianluca Pessotto is in Juventus since 2006 as a kind of manager with the role. He's also a lot busy with the youth teams and so on. Gianluca Pessotto was a player of Juventus and he was there and he knows Miretti since so long, since he's a kid, because Miretti is with Juventus since he's a kid of 8 years old, like a bit the Marchisio, my friends. He gave him a big hug because after the game, he didn't go to his parents or at home or in disco to celebrate the first time that he played with Juve. No, he went to Alessandria to watch Juventus under 23 playing, and that's a really beautiful one from Miretti. He's writing, perché il centrocampista del 2003 della sua prima partita da titolare in Serie A non ha voluto fare mancare il proprio supporto ai ragazzi. Beh, lui è that's what he was saying, actually, that he didn't go home, but he went immediately to give his support to the guys from the under 23. L'uscita dal campo con la maglia strappata di Marco da Gracca, dopo aver lottato per 80 minuti con tutte le forze contro uno dei più forti della categoria nel giorno del 20° compleanno, e pensare che non lo porta... Then he's speaking about Marco da Gracca, that actually is a player that today was also celebrating his 20th birthday. Is he speaking again about Miretti? I don't know. No. And then the sacrifice of Danilo, the goal of Bonucci. Bonucci that today on Instagram, my friends, I don't know if you were able to see it or not. I just want to spend a few words on Bonucci. I think it's important to do that all together, because he said something, and I know that not a lot of people love Bonucci. I really wanted to go and speak about Bonucci and his words. Did you see the words of Bonucci yet at the moment, my friends? Look what he's saying. So that's the picture. The picture of Bonucci kissing the badge. Let me read a bit of comments first. We need Udogie, a great player. Today he did an assist. Well, he didn't really play a great game today, but he's a good player. Pessotto was a good player, I know. I remember him from the year 2000, Pessotto, Gianluca. Let me say, with all the respect, they have a very toxic atmosphere. I don't know about who you are speaking about, Amat. Let me know who you are speaking about. I don't know. I think you're speaking about Napoli, probably. Beppe, when you say this, I hope Juventus Twitter does not post getting to the Champions League now. No, they will not. Otherwise, they would have done it. Guys, it's not a victory. It's not a victory, my friends. Yeah, Amat was speaking about Napoli, of course. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I can't link immediately the word that you're writing because I see them a bit later. Um, oh, pay attention because meanwhile I believe that Mista Zep is also a member for the 4 consecutive month, and Mista is saying summer mercato will be nice. I can't wait. I hope you're still there, Mista, because I missed your renewal, but now he's there and I recuperated. Yes, so Bonucci. Robin saw the message. Let's go to the message of Leonardo. Leonardo Bonucci, he said on Instagram, can we read it? Yes or no? He said, I will read it in Italian and then we will translate. He said, è un amore che non si può spiegare. It's a love that we can't explain. Chi non lo prova non può capire. Who's not able to feel that love can't understand. It's one that making you having a lot of joy, that gives you goosebumps, that makes you angry, that sometimes makes you that you are giving head bumps towards the wall because you are really angry. You are missing something when you are not with her, and you can't wait to find her back and to hug her back. Ti fa vivere momenti unici. She's giving you the possibility to live unique moments and enjoy you and make you enjoy like ever before. Sometimes it also makes you hate her, but then everything is coming back and you are even loving her more than before. I never kissed a shirt before today, but in the day of my birthday, with the armband of captain, I felt it was the right moment to show my love and express my love publicly towards that shirt. For those colors. The pause I had when he went to Milan, it actually reinforced the link and the love more than before. And today, a circle has been closed. Grazie, thank you, because being Juventino is the most beautiful thing that could exist. Fino alla fine, Juventus. And of course, you have Miralem Pjanic that is putting a like. We know that Miralem Pjanic is even more Juventino than Bonucci, than me, and than you all together. Guys, beautiful words from Bonucci. Really beautiful and touching words. He's there since so many seasons. He has won so many things. Could have done it way before. He didn't. He has chosen today, with a brace, with a victory, an important one that brings us in Champions League. Beautiful words. What are your thoughts of Bonucci? Are you still angry about Bonucci? I know people are saying Mercato is crazy, Mercato is crazy, Mercato is crazy. Let's do a poll about Bonucci, and then I will tell you something. How do you feel about Leo Bonucci, of course? I love him. I like him. I ignore him. I'm still angry. There are no wrong choices, my friends. 4 options, no wrong options. Why am I saying that? Because you are feeling how you feel. You love, you don't love, whatever. Vote. The poll is online now. I will tell you my feelings towards Leonardo Bonucci. We know it, huh? Antonio Conte went to Inter. For me, I don't want to see him ever back at Juve. And we know that. Something I already said so many times. Abab, thank you for your donation. Next season, good Mercato in Champions League. And then the Scudetto, let's go. Andiamo. Thank you for your donation, Ab. Guys, I will tell you about Leonardo Bonucci. Leonardo Bonucci, you can see the shirt here. It's not a recent one. It's not one from 2018, 2017, whatever. It's a shirt from probably 2013 by heart. I'm not even sure 100% anymore. He was one of my favorite players. Del Piero was gone, Trezeguet was gone, Nedved was gone. These generations of players were gone. Chiellini was there, of course, one of my favorites. Buffon was there, of course, one of my favorites. Bonucci was one of my favorites, if not top two, top three players of Juve at that time. I really, really, really loved him, even if he was doing some mistakes, of course, and so on and so on. We know that, but I really loved him for some leadership skills, for putting his face on the things, and so on and so on. When he went to Milan, I was not happy. I was not happy, but I understood the choice. What happened? We will never really know in detail. But one thing is sure is we were playing versus Palermo, I believe, in Serie A, and they had a fight with Allegri. Why? Because Bonucci wanted to do the leader over Allegri. And this was not okay. This was absolutely not okay for Allegri. They had a fight. You remember, he didn't play versus Porto. He received a stool there in the stadium in Porto as a punishment. We know that actually it's not even true. He received a spot, but there was no spot because he came last minute, so there was nothing available. He received a stool. Anyway, he couldn't play because he was punished. He didn't like that. The ego of Bonucci, we know, is a really big ego. He doesn't like these kind of things. And he decided to leave. The problem is that, you know, that he has 3 kids now. At the time, he had two boys. And the younger boy from the 2, he has a sickness. At the time, he was sick. He was really sick. And he needed also special treatments and so on and so on. So Bonucci that said, okay, my journey with Juventus is over. I have an ego. I don't want to work with Allegri anymore. I think that I felt disrespected in Porto and so on. He said, I want to leave. But where can he leave? He couldn't go in UK, in Spain. He could because he had some offers. But he decided to stay somewhere in Italy, quite near to all the hospitals for his son. Can we be angry about that? Can we be angry as a man, as a father? Can you be angry because you are taking care of your kids? No. Life is more important than football. Then, of course, insisting to have the number 19 over Kessié. Insisting to have the armband. Captain armband of Milan. Maybe that's exaggerated. Scoring versus Juve and doing the sign. We didn't like it. When he came back, I forgave him immediately, but I said I will never buy a shirt anymore of Bonucci. I still like the guy. Until now, I never bought a shirt of Bonucci anymore. You know what? Maybe today, on the 2nd of May, because we are already in Belgium, we are already the 2nd of May, maybe it's time for me to not only forgive him, because I forgave him long time ago. Immediately when he came back, I gave him a virtual hug. But also to stop, guys. To stop not buying shirts of Bonucci. What do you think, guys? Is it time for me to stop and to buy a shirt of Bonucci? Maybe next season? You guys in the chat are saying I love him with 41%, 48% I like him, only 6% I'm still angry. That is also valid, of course, and 5% who are ignoring him. These are your words, my friends. So let me know what you think. Stavros, it was understandable when Bonucci went to Milan, and since he's come back, I still support him. Chiello and Barzagli. Tony, that is telling it as it is. Mino Raiola. I see that you're speaking about Mino Raiola, my friends. First, let me read the comment of Amer, who's saying he could have went to Manchester City, but he stayed in Italy to prove that he's bigger than Juve. Proving that he's bigger as Juve was also part of it. We can't deny it. Having that armband showing, but it was not the reason for not going to City. It was for his son. Medical reasons, my friends. We know it why. We know it why. He also returned back when he saw the mediocrity of Milan. It's also true. It's also true. So pay attention. He also did his mistakes. Johnny saying one of Bonucci is enough. Basta, Beppe. Basta. Headless. No. Salim is saying yes. I love Leonardo. Don't care what all the people say. Show the shirt, Pepe, and wear it live. Are you crazy, Amat? I bought it when I was like Wait, let me check the size of that shirt. That's the shirt. That's the shirt I'm speaking about. I believe it's 2013, 2014. It's from Nike, still from Nike. Nice shirt. Huh? It was a away shirt. Then you see Bonucci in the back with a look at that. You see, I worried a lot of time. If you're looking at the size, my friend, it's a size medium. Now I'm wearing a large, so it's a medium. So it's when I put it on, my friends, it's not really beautiful to see. I tell you the truth. But that's the shirt of Leonardo Bonucci. I want to speak about Mino Raiola. Of course, I want to. Instead of Bonucci shirt, buy Pogba Juve shirt next season. Wait. I need to decide. Bonucci is a leader. Bonucci is classic guy. I respect him, but I get why Juventus fans don't like him. Ciao Taha. By the way, were you happy with Real Madrid celebrating the 35th Scudetto? I don't know how you call it there in Spain. Let me know. Well, probably not. Hey, I don't give away my shirts, Taha. Don't ask. No. Maric neither. I don't send shirts, my friend. It's collection. The collection is there. So, Mino Raiola, first of all, rest in peace. That's really important. Look, Mino Raiola is someone that I didn't know personally, but Mino Raiola is someone that I know as an agent since really long. Probably the first time that I discovered who was Mino Raiola was in 2005, 2004, 2005, when Ibrahimovic came to Juve. That was probably the first time I really heard about Mino Raiola, even if he was already the agent of Pavel Nedved, but maybe I heard the name, but I didn't really know. But I started really understanding who Mino Raiola was when he was the agent of Ibrahimovic and bringing Ibrahimovic at Juventus. Really crazy story. If you didn't had the opportunity to read that book, my friends, wait up. I've read it in French, I believe. That book, Moi Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Me Zlatan Ibrahimovic, My History. Guys, it's a big book, huh? It's a big book. I can tell you that it's a real great story, my friends. A real great book. I'm trying to find if there are, because there are not a lot of images, of course, there are not. But I'm trying to find if there is an image of him with Mino Raiola. Let me check if I can find it or not. Probably there is. Wait, huh? Can't be that there is no picture of him with Mino. It's impossible. Here, look at that. With Moggi, with Luciano Moggi, when he was young, my friends. That was a beautiful one. That was a real beautiful one. I'm trying to find it. It's impossible. It couldn't be true if it was not here, guys. Mino Raiola with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. My friends, hated by a lot, loved by his people. Look at the message of Matthijs de Ligt, a really beautiful one. Hated by a lot, loved by his people. Why am I saying that? For me, is someone that even if I didn't know personally, I will always respect because he started in a pizzeria. He was born in Italy. He immigrated in the Netherlands. That's not that far away from where I live. I live in Belgium. In the Netherlands, he worked in a pizzeria. A lot of time he was mocked because he was a bit overweight, of course. He didn't dress with a smoking. He was a lot of time in Bermudas with a t-shirt. Didn't care about being really classy with a tie and these kind of things. When he had to, he did, but it was not really his kind of behaviors. And he made himself. And of course, how bigger you become, how more exposed you are, and how more hated you are. I know that a lot of people are saying, but Beppe, he was ruining the career of players, or he was actually not someone loyal to a club. Guys, he was doing his job. His job as an agent was taking care of their players to give them the best possible career in terms of winning trophies, being in the center of a project, but also to make them win a lot of money and to have the best possible deals for him. And he did it. He did it with so many players. When you see the love of Moisken, you could say, yeah, but Moisken is a bit, a bit crazy. Ibrahimovic is a bit crazy. But Matthijs de Ligt, he said today on Instagram, I was totally different. I was totally different than Mino Raiola, but I understood immediately that he was a genius, that he was something really important, and that he was someone that would have done everything to do his job as the best of his possibilities. A characteristic, a skill that Matthijs de Ligt has as well. Going your way to do what you have to do. For me, like GTA is saying, for me, he was the GOAT agent. And of course, he did also probably some things that were not 100% correct, probably in terms of behavior. Look at Paul Pogba. But at the end, who won with Paul Pogba? Everyone. Paul Pogba won with a status that he probably would not have at the Juventus at that moment because he was the most expensive transfer. It was a bad choice of career? Maybe. Was he obliged to go? No. Juventus won. 100 million euro on a free transfer of Paul Pogba. The agent won with a lot of commission. He changed the way of being an agent and also representing players. He did. So Mino Raiola for that, and also someone that was able to speak 7 languages. I don't know all the languages that he was speaking. He was speaking French, English, Italian, Dutch. That's for sure. More I don't know, but these 4 of course. But he was speaking 7 languages. Crazy. Self-made man, and that's something that I appreciate. You know that I appreciate people that are self-made and that they want to work really hard to achieve their dreams. So rest in peace, Mino Raiola. Again, hated by a lot, but loved by his people. I hate Mino Raiola, but this is more important than footnotes. May he rest in peace. That's beautiful. I know that he had a lot of bad relationship with Barcelona, for example, but guys, he was doing his job. Then, was he a saint? Absolutely not. I'm not saying today because he passed away that he was a saint, but for me, a self-made man. I appreciate these kind of skills. Starting from nowhere, thinking about an idea, making that big. By the way, it's a rumor. I'm not sure. I heard the rumor that maybe that man, after stopping with football, he could be the one that is taking over the business of Mino Raiola. People were asking me, and I want to answer that question. What will happen with Mino Raiola's players? Like Alessio, what will happen? Guys, not a lot, guys. It's not because Mino Raiola was not Beppe that was doing things on their own, and I'm not there, and it's over with the channel. If tomorrow, and hopefully it will not happen, if tomorrow I'm not there anymore, the channel stops. There will not be GJustjuve anymore. I'm not a big corporation. Mino Raiola, he had a big corporation. It was an institute, it was an agency with a lot of players. He was not the only one taking care of the players, okay? So there is absolutely no problem with the players continuing to be there in that agency. There is his brother also in the agency, Enzo Raiola, that will take care of the business. So at the moment, nothing. Then the personality of Mino Raiola will be missed. He probably already transmitted the values. He probably already shared his art of negotiation. But of course, the personality will miss. And that's something that you will feel probably in the years. But now, immediately, nothing will change. Look, the players, they all have contracts, except of Paul Pogba. Of course, nothing. Nothing. Then, if players needs to leave, they will leave. If players will need to extend, they will extend. If they will have to do nothing, just stay, then they will stay. But I saw some also disgusting things on Mino Raiola, with some people really writing disgusting things immediately, like, then maybe now De Ligt will stay, or maybe now he will leave, or Pogba will finally come back, whatever. Things that for me, social media need to pay attention of these kind of things. I am absolutely pro freedom of speech, but there is a freedom of speech, and there is also being a human being with a morality, with some values, because that's a bit disgusting. Speaking about values, speaking about being open, Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim friends that are celebrating the end of Ramadan today. My friends, I hope you are having a really great family time, also with your friends, your families, with the people that you love. 1 month is hard, I know, or was it a bit more than 1 month? It's really hard, so congratulations with you with the end of Ramadan. Eid Mubarak, my friends. Can we continue? We spoke about Ibrahimovic. I don't know why we went into the life of Ibra. We spoke about Juventus. We spoke about top 4. We spoke about a bit the Mercato, how it will influence Mino Raiola. What did we miss? What did we miss? What did we miss? We spoke about Bonucci. Morad, ciao Beppe. After watching the winners game, I think I have realized why La Gazzetta stopped the refereeing articles. Morad. No, but they didn't stop, and they stopped speaking about Juve. No, they stopped speaking about all the other teams, but they still continue to speak about Juve. But it's correct. It's great that you are telling it. It's great that you're having it. But guys, look at the message of Taha. Taha is saying, no, it's not Taha. It's Tony. Tony is saying, enjoy all the money you can because life is never guaranteed. He can't enjoy those millions now, but his family is set. Grande. Look, enjoy the money. I will say even more. Enjoy what you have. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's just loving a team. Guys, he passed away, if I'm not wrong, at 54. 54 or 58. I don't remember by heart. But my friends, it's young. Huh? I don't know exactly what he had, something private. But it can happen to everyone. Huh? And that's why I'm saying, enjoy everything. Enjoy a guy like Miretti that today showed a vision, showed a bright 54, showed a bright future today with Juventus, using his left, that is not his foot, using his right, the vision, playing vertically. Enjoy that moment of Miretti. Enjoy a goal and 2 goals of Bonucci. People again today were telling me, why are you happy celebrating a win versus the last team in Serie A? Well, maybe it's the last game that I'm celebrating. I repeat that so many times, my friend, but it's correct. It's true. Maybe it's the last win. Maybe it's the last win I celebrate today. Let me celebrate at least that. I am living 24 hours on 7 for that game, for a game. And if we win it, let me celebrate a goal. Let me jump in the air if I don't believe anymore that we can catch up and that the Bonucci is giving me the 2-1. It's so important because you never know. Instead of going with insulting each other, and of course there are a lot of things to do better, and yes, and we will speak about that, we will do better. And guys, I see the ultras in the state. I don't care who's right, who's wrong, but guys, 3 years without singing in the stadium, without chanting for the players. We never made a song for Cristiano Ronaldo. Can you imagine, my friends? Can you imagine? Never a song for Cristiano Ronaldo. Because of ego, Agnelli, ego, the ultras, problems. And we know it. I know a bit of the details, why, and so on and so on. I stick with the president because I prefer having a silent stadium than a corrupt stadium. And I'm not speaking about everyone, because there are good people and bad people everywhere. But guys, if you have the chance to live in Torino, go to the stadium, support your team that needs it. That's what I believe. But it is what it is, my friends. Did I heard about the news of Lautaro Martinez? Yes, I heard about the news of Lautaro Martinez before going live. There is a guy, I don't know who, never heard about him before. He already started teasing yesterday with a bomb, and an Argentinian flag. So people were starting asking, is it Messi that will leave Paris Saint-Germain? Is it Dybala that will go to Barcelona? Is it Dybala that will go to Inter? And bomba of Mercato with an Argentinian flag, and then you are thinking about all these possible names. He waited 24 hours. Today he has put like 10 bombs in a row with a link to his Instagram story. And if you go to the Instagram story, what do you see? Lautaro Martinez. Juventus in contact for Lautaro Martinez. Guys, first of all, I don't like the strategy. I don't like the strategy of today you post a bomb, tomorrow you post 10 bombs, and then you put the link to your Instagram story. Come on, if you have a news, or you say or you don't say. If you say and you take the risk to say it, say it. You are on Twitter, say it on Twitter instead of giving a link to another page. Mamma mia. I don't like this kind of manipulation things, teasing things. Mamma mia. Then if you tell me done deal, it's done, and you want to blow up your page and so on, do whatever you want. But that's a bit strange. That's a bit strange. Then no, I don't know. I never heard about it. It would be strange for me to have Lautaro Martinez at Juve because we don't want. On the other hand, he's not the same player as Dybala. He's not the same player as Dybala. Lautaro Martinez is a player I don't like. Personally, I don't like him. Guys, for a long time, he was not even able to score in Serie A. He had already his problem and so on. I don't like. Skriniar is another story. You know that he's not my favorite choice. I would prefer Bremer. I would prefer Rudiger. I would prefer a lot of players there in center back. The guy from Monaco, Badiashile. But if you're telling me that you can have a deal for Skriniar because Rudiger is not possible, because Bremer is not possible, because Badiashile is maybe too young, I would not say no. Skriniar is a player that I don't like. Yeah, personally, I don't like him. But I have less a no for Skriniar than Lautaro. Lautaro, I really don't like. I really don't like Lautaro. Mamma mia, the hair, man. Maybe you tell me I'm jealous. Look at that, guys. Maybe I'm jealous. I don't know, but I don't like him. By the way, speaking about hair, maybe I can show you a bit of hair. Wait. Can I show you? Lautaro. Wait, can I show you? Maybe I can show you. Speaking about hair, one day I had hair. For the people that do not have Twitter, that's me when I was younger, with hair. Mamma mia. Just to explain you how much I hate mornings. The mornings, I hate them so much. I was young. I was 16, I believe, at the time. 14 or 16, I don't remember. My hair is better than Lautaro, whatever you want to say, guys. Anyway, I know, sexy Beppe. Skriniar is a bastard, but every team needs an aggressive player like that. But you know what, guys? I was thinking, ciao MLG. I was thinking about it, and I said, Skriniar is the typical player that you hate when he's somewhere else, and that you kind of love when he's in your team. That aggressive player able to score a lot of goals. He's a defender that is scoring. De Ligt is scoring. He's scoring. Guys, he's playing also on the left part of the field as a center back. More I think about it, it's not my first choice. It's like, fifth, sixth choice. But it's not a no. It's not a no. Sam Mikalev agrees with me. Why not Skriniar if there is no other choice? But Lautaro, no. I agree. Stavros, is it for me or is it for Lautaro Martinez? I was. Oh yeah. But still today as well. But don't tell my wife, and she doesn't know. Ciao, Sisman. I'm sorry for Atalanta to collapse, but I'm happy at the same time. Hey, look at Atalanta. Atalanta, if you go back to my first videos beginning of the season, I predicted Juventus to win the Scudetto, of course. I always predict Juventus to win the Scudetto. Otherwise, I would be a strange Juventino. But I predicted them to Juventus, and then I said Inter, Roma, and I think I said Napoli. Yeah. No, I said Inter, Napoli, and Roma. Something like that. Juve, Inter, Napoli, and Roma. At the end, people were pissed off with me because they said, Beppe, no, where is Atalanta? And I said, I don't believe that Atalanta will do top 4. I was convinced about it. I was wrong about Juve, of course. I was wrong about Milan because they are about maybe to win the Scudetto. But Atalanta, I was sure. I was sure that they would not do it. Completely sure. Some people have sent me something. Mamma mia. Who did that? You're crazy. Janice, you're crazy. Brunelleschi. Mamma mia, disaster. Trust the process. Look at that. Guys, the Photoshop skills, the Photoshop skills are amazing. Guys, mamma mia, disaster. Nightmares, especially it's because it's still the old background. It's still the old background. Yeah. Wait, because look at that, Mikey. Wait, what are all the people are speaking about with me? I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, because I was tagged, and I need to check. But guys, I don't know where it is. Send it again. I can't find it. I'm trying to check. I can't find it. No, I can't find it. Boo. Okay. I can't find it. Boo. It is what it is. That Allegri picture killed me, my friends. It killed me. I mean, they are gone. Max head as big as... It's true. Katana, Skriniar could work past Giorgio, I would say, also for 2 years transition. Consider an older, experienced guy like Acerbi. Acerbi is already another story, Yesterday he scored a goal. I don't know if by the way, it was offside, I was happy for him because you remember when Tonali pushed him and Tonali scored the important goal. He had a nervous laugh and people killed him online. They killed him that they wanted Milan to score, that he was happy, and so on. So disaster. I was sad for the guy. I was really sad for the guy. But then he scored that goal. Mamma mia, a goal that was offside. So crazy. I don't care. At the end, I don't care why, because they can't be in Champions League. That's the picture that Dino wanted to show us. Allegri with the Champions League head. It was a funny one as well. I saw it earlier today. That's true. That's correct. A nice one. I prefer the other one. Good morning, Beppe. We need to buy Cristian Romero. Thank you, Aussie Italo. You know what? He's a player that is doing super well. He's doing super well. And thank you for the donation, Aussie. He's doing super well at Tottenham. Today he was praised again by a lot of Tottenham fans. So people that are watching really Tottenham, they understand. It's true. It's kind of true. I have to admit, it's kind of true. I'm also looking for the balance on the channel. Ciao Enzo. It's correct. It's correct. Christian Romero is doing super well. It's true. Um, no chance for Juve to buy him back. It's too late. But it's a player that was actually intelligent. I have a lot of respect for Romero. Why? Because it's a player that he came from a really bad season. I believe it was at Genoa. Came from a really bad season. And Juventus told him, you are the sixth choice, fifth or sixth choice, as they say in the beginning of the season. And he said, look, I don't want to be fifth or sixth choice. I want to prove myself because I believe that I can do something really great. So he went on loan to Atalanta, by the way, for a really great deal, a robbery, but at the time we didn't know. So probably we underestimated the potential of Romero. Keeping him and promising him a better role, no, because in front of him there was a younger Bonucci, younger Chiellini, younger De Ligt, and younger Demiral. So promising more, it was impossible. Maybe having a bit more from that transaction could have been good, or at least, a big percentage if they resell him and so on and so on. Then he went to Atalanta, he did a really great season. He went to Tottenham, he had a bit of injuries, but again, he's playing super, super, super well. So kudos for him, but it's a story that is over. Like Bentancur, like Kulusevski today, again, 2 other assists for Kulu. That is having an amazing start of a Premier League for him for that second part. By the way, big fight there between Arsenal and Tottenham. Big, 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 big fight. Shatterstar, ciao my friend, ciao Beppe, happy to be focused on Coppa Italia and Mercato. This season was forgettable. Truly, if it wasn't for you and your community, I would have been woeful. Thanks to you, Beppe and Juventini. No, thank you to you, Shatterstar. Thank you to you. But look, I tell you the truth, for me it's not easy to put my face on it. Sometimes I just want to don't do a video because it's hard, because we lost, because mamma mia, disaster. But except of one time this season, and it was the game that we lost, I believe, or we did 1-1 versus Bologna. Do you remember when I had a big electricity shutdown? It was not even planned because it happened during the live of Juve, and at halftime it was still 0-0, I believe, so we were not even losing or something like that. Except of that, I did it every time, and it's not nice, but it's important. It's really important. It's something, we are a community. We have to be together. We win, we lose, we have to be together, and we have to understand and check the 360 degrees. So speaking about what we have to do better, ciao Dr. SP, ciao Rohan, we think Grimaldo would be a good signing. So the thing that we have to do better now, and we have an advantage we didn't even speak about, just rounding up, Allegri has no excuses anymore for next year. He has no excuses anymore for next year. Why? Because he came in an unknown Juve. An unknown Juve in terms of players, in terms of managing 5 subs, in terms of not knowing what they were able to, but also a team that was from one coach to the other, and every time with different philosophies of football, different way of thinking football. He came in, we're not even sure if Ronaldo would have stayed or not. He lost Ronaldo, he was not replaced without Mercato, and so on and so on. He tried and he did a big assessment of the team. He was helped by Juventus in end of January with Zakaria and with Vlahovic. The assessment phase is over. Now he really knows what he needs to perform at higher level next year. To don't commit the same mistakes as what we did this year with 2 points in 12 games. This will be unacceptable next year. Of course, we will still miss Chiesa in the beginning, but we know it already. We can plan towards it. We know that the first probably 6 months you will never see a top Chiesa. Maybe with the number 10 or not, I don't know. So we know. We know, and we know all the mistakes that we did. What I would really reinforce, of course, it's the left side of the field we need, because today we are going every time to the right. Left side of the field, I would ask them for at least 24 hours in a row, 1 day a week, to do passes under pressure, passes without pressure, long passes, short passes, powerful passes, curly passes, whatever passes between 5 players around you, whatever. But I want them to work on pass accuracy, and also to have that possession of the ball. 3 things: possession of the ball, being able to have a plan of football, not only going to the right side, but also switching to the left. But we have to reinforce the left side, but also centrally, we have to think about the post Paolo Dybala that will not be there. I'm not sure if he's still there with the team. Today I saw a number 10 running around the field when he was subbed in, but I didn't see him playing except a handball and a missed pass. So guys, a lot of things that we have to work on. I want a kind of identity. And identity doesn't mean that Juventus now we have to transform ourselves in Liverpool or Manchester United. Or, no, not United, please, no. City or Barcelona of the ticket. No, that doesn't mean that we have to change like that drastically in one season, because don't expect that will happen with Allegri. Allegri will always go towards that balanced football. Balanced football, I don't care. Winning 1-0, I don't care. But I want an identity of Juve. I want to understand if we are playing a 4-4-2, if you are playing a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3. I want to understand which man is playing what role. That's what I want to know. I don't want to start the season with Morata being center forward, because then we have a problem. Ali, thank you. Speaking about center backs, thank you for your donation, my friend. Ali saying, Beppe, is there any chance to get Demiral back? No, it's not even true. It's not true. Demiral could come back if Atalanta says we don't want him. Okay? If I'm not wrong, there is an option to buy for 28 million euro. I don't know if 28, I'm saying 28 because it's correct or it's because it's his number of the shirt. But I think it's 28 million euros. So if Atalanta they want to, and they pay us 28 million euro, Demiral is an Atalanta player, okay? And you can do nothing about it because they have the option to buy him. Then they do whatever they want with the player. Then, if Atalanta says, no, we don't want because we are missing money, because we can't pay you the 28 million euro, but we want to buy him for 15, then Juventus is able to say yes or no. It's the same situation as Morata with Atletico Madrid. Juventus is trying to lower that value. Atalanta will try to do the same. Then Juventus is able to say yes or no. But 28 option to buy. And if they want to, and I believe they will do it, then he will become an Atalanta player officially. I don't see him coming back. I don't even really want him back, even if he's a good player. But for me, Demiral, I don't think that he will become the starter of Juventus. Don't forget that Gatti will join us. So I don't know, my friends. I really don't know about that. Shutterstar, I would bring in an independent firm in sports science. That's a big one. Due to diligence in our medical and training staff, the amount of muscle injuries can't be coincidental. It's true. We have to split them. Traumatic and muscular. Yesterday, our friend Allegri said that they were in average. I think he was lying a bit on that one because we had a lot. Now, we were really unlucky with the trauma injuries, and that's something else. I think that Luka was a bright spot on the left today, and he's matured a lot over the season. That's true. And he's got balls to drive forward. Cross, shoot, love his energy, needs to stay for the future. Look, I was never a big fan of Luca Pellegrini because of injuries, because of maturity, because he was more an offensive player but was lacking a bit in defending or doing the two roles. This season he showed a lot. He showed a lot, and he actually showed me that he can be a Juve player, but the Juve player, according to me, on the bench. He's not a starter. He's a hothead. He's great. Today, that's why he was subbed out today, because he's crazy. Thomas, 28 million, including 3 million for the initial loan. So 3 plus 25. It's true. It's correct. Thank you for telling me, Thomas. Mariano, we need one season at Juve level. We need back a Juventinità in the players. Please, no more injuries next season. But the Juventinità, it's something that we started launching with the Federico Chiesa, with the Locatelli, with this kind of, even a Moisken should have that Juventinità, because he raised with our youth academy. He was not able to transmit it, but it's true. It's correct. It's correct. Alan, my friend, thank you for the donation. Once again, YouTube didn't notify me. Let's have a crazy Mercato. One doesn't sleep. Play the Mercato song, guys. Should we play the Mercato song? Yes or not? I don't know if you want to. I don't know. Maybe Alan is giving me a donation, my friend. Probably we have to. We have to. That should be a nice towards closing, because we are here already since 1 hour 15. 200 people still on the live for that top 4. Juventus qualified in Champions League. Super happy, huh? Super happy. Did I promise? I promised it. I don't remember. I don't remember. Guys, the Mercato song. Let's go. Pay attention. Pay attention. Mercato will be crazy. I can guarantee you that.
Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la.
Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight.
Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Now we can speak about a really crazy Mercato. Now we can speak about it. Just in for Mercato is crazy. Ciao Bogdan. We were about to close because I didn't want to speak too much about Mercato, but now we can speak about a real great Mercato that will happen, because we are in top 4. Otherwise, nothing would happen, my friends. Mercato is crazy, and now I can work on the final version of the song. You know that I was a bit superstitious, so I didn't touch too much the song. Now I can work on it. I can work on the song and maybe do this kind of a 1 minute clip, like Oriana Sabatini, the girlfriend of Dybala, that is doing really strange video clips. I don't know if you were able to see it. If you didn't, don't watch them. Don't watch them, because you will be as shocked as the kids of Morata that were watching YouTube and they were like this. So, but it will be a great Mercato. Ha ha ha, first time I hear this. Hector, how is it possible the first time you hear this? Guys, it's not possible. Mercato is crazy, or is already the hit of the summer. The hit of the summer. Ciao Roberto. Now it's time to win. No excuses next year. But we spoke about that, of course. I'm a Juventino. I want to win. I want to win. Ciao GTA. Cray. Amicone. Beppe, would you rather have a full fit in Chiesa with all the injuries, or full fit team with an injured Chiesa to face Inter? I know. I go with a full fit team without Chiesa, guys. One injury, guys. One injury. Chiesa, I would love to see Chiesa, of course, but that's a really strange question. Of course, no. Football is not an individual sport. Football is a team sport. So Bianconeri FC. Beppe, ciao Beppe. I read a short time ago that Milinkovic-Savic agent have ruled out Juve because they are negotiating with Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain. Apparently, his agent reported that Sergej Milinkovic prefer United. Bianconeri, that means that you are not in our Telegram group, because if you were in our Telegram group, I can guarantee you that that news has been denied. And if you don't believe me, because I know you all, you never believe me, you can see that the news was posted here. The agent of Sergej Milinkovic-Savic said Sergej has no shortage in offers for the summer. At the moment, we are dealing with Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain. He's focused on the end of the season with Lazio, but Sergej wants to go to Manchester United. It was posted by a guy that is called Agento Secreto. I wrote, I don't know how reliable that source is, because I was doubting about it. And then you see that Mo, he reported the words of Mirko Di Natale that said, guys, this is fake news. It is fake news. So we can already say, no, this is not true. So maybe he will go to Manchester United, but at the moment, it's fake news. Fake news. Boo, 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 fake news. Boo, fake news, my friends. So Juventus under 23 will play on the 4th of May on Wednesday, 2 p.m. versus Pro Vercelli in their stadium. So pay attention. We need a win to qualify. Look at that. That's our friend Miretti that was watching actually the under 23 doing 0-0 and qualifying for the next game. Beppe, the game against Genoa, we have to rest all our starters so that we can avoid injury. You know, it's a smart one, of course, but the problem is that we have a big problem. The problem is that we have a big problem, my friends. What is the big problem? The problem is that we don't have enough players to let our starters rest. Because who do you play? De Sciglio is out. De Sciglio is out, my friends. Who do we play? Of course, you can play with Dybala from the beginning and so on. You can rest Vlahovic. Maybe you can rest versus Genoa. Could be possible. I don't know. Let's see. Then we have... it's hard, It's hard, my friends. It was strong today. We spoke about it. Realistically, how many signings do we need next season, Roberto? A midfielder, a left back, someone up, center back, probably 4. If you're thinking logically, you would say 4. Everyone a bit thinking logically, without sources or whatever, you would say 4. 4. 4 with maybe 5 even. Maybe even 5. 4 or 5. Now, we already spoke about Mino Raiola a lot today, Sadar. Arif, are the jersey leaks accurate for next season? I can't talk about that, but make the difference between fan concepts and leak. You have some leaks, and then you have some fan concept. The fan concept or the concept made by fans, they are not correct. You can also see that black shirt, for example. Speaking about that black shirt, of course, is fake, guys. You look at the Adidas logo without the written of Adidas. Adidas will stop having the name of Adidas on the shirt in 2024. So not this season, but the next one. So 23-24 without the name, but it was not written there. Total black. It was a star copied from our first star that we had in that pink jersey. Do you remember with Pirlo? It's a shirt of Nike. Guys, if you're thinking logically, it was a Nike shirt with a star. You remember here on the site, on the pink shirt, they will not take a design of Nike to put it on an Adidas shirt. Adidas shirt, no. With the star. Not the words of Adidas. The logo with the three, the three stripes of Adidas is really grotesque. The details are not perfect, guys. Of course, it's a leak of a concept. It's a beautiful one, huh? Then think logically. Juventus, they go with a sponsor on the first shirt, maybe according to the leaks, and that's a leak. That's a leak. With the Thunders, the energy, the Thunders on the Jeep. Why should they go with a total black? That was another fake news. The pink one. Of course, it's concept. It was that one I loved. Huh? I loved. Really beautiful. That was more kind of more worked out. It has a bit more, but of course, it was a fan art. So no. So difference between leak and fan art. And I know that our friend here, Julian Dos Santos, he was crazy about the shirt. Mamma mia, beautiful, beautiful. No. Leak and concept are fan concept. Yeah, this is what it is, guy. I'm sorry. It was beautiful. Huh? I know. I saw it as well. I saw all of them. And your starters aren't good enough anyway. It's true. Pinsolio, maybe he can play this year. Mamma mia. Maybe. When will we play with a new shirt? Good question. I can't reveal that information. I can't reveal that. You will see. Beppe, is the new Plus Valencia case will be reopened? Nah, they will. Of course, they will go into appeal. Yes. Then what will be the answer? I don't know. But they will try to reopen it. Yeah. It's true. Buonanotte, Jacob. Che notizie sulla possibilità di ottenere De Paul? Non lo so. Vediamo un po'. De Paul can be a possibility for Juve. He's not happy about Atletico Madrid. They are not really happy about him. So, of course, there are some interest, but I don't know if it will happen or not. Jorginho, further away from Juve. Further away. And that's good because I'm sure Allegri would use him well, but I was not a big fan. Ciao Radovan, Marian, hopefully we will get nice shirt next season. You know how much people hated that fourth shirt? Look how many people, they changed their mind now. They saw it in real life. Wait first. Do you know something about the that we don't know about the kids, Beppe? Of course I know, Matthew. Of course I know things that you don't know. Of course I know. And that's why I will not speak about it. Let's speak about other topics, my friends. I can't speak. The Paul was sensational at Copa America. I don't know what happened to him with Atletico. But you have these kind of players. Sometimes they are performing super well in a context where they are really great at Udinese, with a coach that was believing in, with a system that was working. And then he changed team, and it's totally different way of playing, and it's not succeeding. It's also another league. It's difficult, huh? Beppe, what do you think about Di Maria? If you saw my video, guys, I'm really sad. I was thinking that video would do 50,000 views because it was super important, because I spoke about Di Maria and I spoke about Matthias Soulé. Pay attention to Matthias Soulé as well. Huh? Great one. But yeah, I want Di Maria. Yeah, yes. Or you give me Gabriel Jesus, that's another thing. But Di Maria, I would love to. Yeah. For 1+1, I would go for him. Pepe, would you rather take Bremer or Milenkovic? I would prefer Bremer, but Bremer, he will go to Inter. Forget about him. That's why they want to sell Skriniar. That's why they don't care to sell him to Juve, if it's true or not. Bremer is already, he already found a house in Milano. He will go there. He will live there in Milano, so forget about Bremer. Unfortunately, I would have preferred him. Milenkovic, it's a step below, but I like Milenkovic as well. Juve, sign my name is Marco Mallorca. I won't cost you. Look at that. Here it's not working. It's not working. It's not like the player. Who was the player that scored versus? I don't remember now. Cazzo. Who was the player? Sansone, he scored the goal versus Napoli, and then he said it's a big pleasure to have scored it also for Milan. And then he said, I hope that Maldini or someone from Milan, they will call me to say at least thank you and if possible a loan to play at Milan. He said it, and that was quite funny to take your chance there. No shame, no shame, no chill. He's going. He's milking every drop, everything that was possible. Nicola Sansone, yeah, it was funny. I love that moment. Uh, I'm not worried. Absolutely not, my friends. He's 22. He comes from Fiorentina. He probably would have dropped with Fiorentina as well. Comes from a really intensive first real season with at high level. He comes at Juventus. A Juventus that is not even working really great. We know it. Juventus has some problems that we were not able to solve. He's playing to Juve. He scored already the goal that he had to score. I'm absolutely not worried about the future of Vlahovic. Was I expecting more today of him? Absolutely yes. I was expecting more from Vlahovic today. But also Morata was not playing well. Offensive line, they were not great today. So, but I'm not worried at all from Vlahovic. No. Guys, we will build a team also to serve him better because it's both. He needs to grow. He needs to understand the difference about how defenders are man marking him when he's playing at Juve than when he was playing at Fiorentina. But also Juventus will need also a way to serve him. Look at Miretti, played a great game, but he was never able to find Vlahovic. What was annoying today were the that's something that Vlahovic needs to score is his first control and passes when he's really pressed. Because every time that he's pressed and he's controlling and passing that ball, it's not really great. Now today he had a 50% pass accuracy, disaster for Vlahovic, disaster. Something he had to learn. Look at David Trezeguet, for example. Today I was showing a video of David Trezeguet on the Twitch channel of Juve, and when I saw David Trezeguet, my friends, mamma mia, Trezeguet, that he touched it in one, he did that stop and go that was crazy, touching the ball with the header back to the midfielders, running up, receiving that ball, boom, goal. This is something that Vlahovic, if I could give him, with a magic wand, I will give him that skill of Trezeguet. Fighting with the defender, fighting, man marking, fighting, touch, go, and one touch goal. Caldara was glued to him today, but we saw it with Igor from Fiorentina, with Bremer from Torino, with Skriniar from Inter. We saw it with a lot of. They are doing it. They know. They know also why, because Juventus, and that's a collective problem. As Morata is going down, as Bernardeschi or whoever is playing there, Quadrado, they are going down. That means that Vlahovic is isolated. The mistake that we were doing before with Morata is that also Morata was going down and we had nobody on top. Now Vlahovic at least is staying, but he's isolating there, and it's really hard for him. He showed a bit better versus Sassuolo, but he needs to learn that. But I'm absolutely not worried. Guys, 1 hour 30. We had the Mercato song. We spoke about so many topics. If you are still there, I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed. Maximum of likes. I don't know if we are able to reach 200 or not, but anyway, super happy about your presence today. We are in top 4. Now we have to do better, because I don't know if I will survive a season like we had this season. Grazie a tutti. Thank you to all. Thank you to T-Bone that just joined and said it's been a very disappointing season, but there has been darker times. In Agnelli, we trust. Maximum of likes. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't, because I see a lot of people are watching the videos, but they are not subscribing to the channel. We need to go to 20K, my friends. I know, because we are speaking, we are laughing, we are blah, 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 blah. But 20K before the end of the year. 20K before the end of the year. That would be important, guys. Help me out for that 20k before the end of the year. Now we are at 17,500. We need 2,500. You can't tell me that we can't find 2,500 Juventini on Earth. 20k, super important. 20k. Let's go. Buonanotte Paul, Thomas, Sader, Bogdan, Arif, T-Bone, Katana, King Gizzard, Roberto Dogallo, Radovan. Thank you. Forza Juve. Ciao guys. The whiteboard. You know that one of the foot is broken. I need to repair it first. And I want Mo back again. A season without Mo is not the same. I want Mo. Ciao my friends. Ciao Tarek. Ciao everyone.